Yes, Neymar Jr. is still scoring goals. But do you miss the old Neymar? The Neymar who danced past defenders and scored magical goals? Today's video will make you think, has Neymar really changed? Or have our expectations changed? In the world of football, he needs no introduction. Neymar Jr. in a recent match against Juventude, he delivered a stellar performance, scoring twice and creating several goal-scoring opportunities. Yet many fans are saying, watching Neymar just doesn't feel the same anymore. But why do they say that? Because Neymar doesn't dribble like before, doesn't showcase those flashy skills, and that magical flair seems missing from his game. In today's video, we're diving deep into this conversation. Is Neymar still a dribbler? Or has he become a playmaker? Which role helps the team more? And we'll explore a recurring theme throughout Neymar's career: dribbling versus injury, a battle he's faced again and again. Let's look at the stats. Neymar's career shows a strange connection between his dribbling success rate and his injuries. Back in 2011, playing for Santos, his dribbling success rate was an incredible 79.5%, almost 80 successful dribbles out of every 100. It was dizzying to watch. But even then, the shadow of injury was never far behind. When he joined Barcelona, his dribbling frequency initially dropped. In the 2015 season, he had a 51.7% success rate and suffered just 3 injuries, spending only 39 days sidelined. The pattern was clear: fewer dribbles, fewer injuries. Then came 2016. Dribbling success rose to 62%, and so did the injuries, for in one season, costing him 43 days. In 2017, the dribbling rate stayed the same, and injuries slightly decreased, 16 days out. But from 2018 onwards, disaster struck. 60.7% dribbling success, but 5 injuries, 120 days out, and 24 missed matches. 2019 was the worst. 79.5% success rate, but 7 injuries, 187 days out, and 36 missed games. How many players can survive a record like that? In 2020, Neymar slowed things down a bit. 62% success, 3 injuries, 80 days out, 16 games missed. A relatively better season. In 2021, his dribbling went back up to 79.5%, but so did the injuries. 5 times injured, 100 days out, 22 matches missed. 2022 mirrored that. 62% dribbling, 5 injuries, 115 days out, 21 matches missed. Between 2023 and 2025, Neymar has spent 721 days off the field. That's nearly 2 full years without football. So what does this tell us? That the more Neymar dribbles, the more he gets injured? Absolutely. Because when you constantly try to beat defenders one after another, you're going to get fouled. Defenders don't hand you flowers. They hit, they tackle, they foul. And that leads to brutal challenges, horrifying injuries, and months off the pitch. In 2023, during a match against Uruguay, Neymar was tackled so badly that he tore his ankle ligament. He hasn't returned to the Brazil national team since. It's been over 2.5 years since he wore the yellow jersey. Now he's back at club level, scoring again, but something still feels missing. That old magic seems lost. Why? Because Neymar has reinvented himself. He's no longer the winger who dribbles down the line. He's playing as an attacking midfielder, focusing on passing, through balls, lofted assists, and creating chances. And that's the version we need for 2026. Those of us who love Neymar want to see him at the 2026 World Cup. And that will only be possible if he stays injury-free. Which means Neymar had to evolve. Dribbling across the pitch may please our eyes, but if it keeps him out of tournaments, what's the point? To wear the Brazil shirt again at a World Cup, Neymar needs to play smart, not flashy. You may think Neymar isn't magical anymore. But ask yourself, do you want a magical dribble or a match-winning through pass? Do you want highlight reels, or do you want to see Neymar lift a trophy? Today, Neymar is a playmaker. He knows how to move the ball, how to control the tempo, when to pass, and where to send a lofted ball. Can you accept this version of Neymar? On the football battlefield, he's no longer a sword-wielding warrior. He's a master strategist, pulling strings from afar. The 2026 World Cup is coming, but will Neymar Jr. be there? Neymar stands at crossroads. Every decision now could reshape his career. His biggest goal, the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and his biggest challenge? Staying injury-free. But is this Neymar's battle alone? Not at all. The Brazil national team is in a transitional phase. New talents are emerging. Young wingers, midfielders, and forwards are lighting up the scene. In this competitive landscape, if Neymar keeps dribbling recklessly and ends up injured again, will Brazil still trust him? Let's face reality. Brazil's coaching staff want a leader, a rhythm setter, not someone who gets sidelined repeatedly. And in this role, Neymar, the playmaker, fits perfectly. He's no longer just a flashy winger. He's a strategic force. Of course, fans can't let go so easily. Many still long for the 2014 Neymar, whose dribbles could electrify an entire stadium. But times have changed. Neymar has had to adapt for his body and his future. If you think Neymar isn't as exciting anymore, you're missing the point. He's still brilliant, just in a different way. Now, he contributes through overlapping passes, 1-2 movements, first time through balls, and defensive recovery runs. This is Neymar today. This is intelligent football. And one thing we forget, this mature Neymar can still win you games. His experience, his composure under pressure, and his ability to read the game is a dream for younger players. So if he's fit and on the pitch, he can still change any game. Now let's look at the media and fans. South American outlets say, Neymar is no longer stylish, but he's more effective. European media agrees. He's playing with his brain, not just flair. And Brazilian fans? They're divided. Some still crave the skillful Neymar, while others just want him to stay healthy. Think about it. How can a player who has missed 700-plus days due to injury still dream of the World Cup unless he changes his style? And if, even after all that, he still comes back, scores goals, and plays matches, then he's not just a player. He's a fighter. The coaching staff now sees Neymar as a playmaker. In 3-4-3 or 4-3-3 formations, he's tasked with building plays for midfield. So, the fewer dribbles, the longer his career lasts. That's why he has stepped away from those high-risk, flashy dribbles. His biggest ambition now? To play in the 2026 World Cup and bring home a trophy for Brazil. And now, your role as a fan. Do you only want Neymar to play like he used to? Or do you want him to mature, stay healthy, and lead Brazil one last time? Because if you want to see Neymar in his final World Cup, you must accept. He may not play highlight football anymore, but he's playing effective football. Neymar is now a conductor, not just a soloist. Where he plays, the ball follows. He sets the rhythm. And to see that, you need to understand not just the skills, but the depth of football itself.